Those are pretty good things to have. I'm not... Whoa, shit!
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
You know, I just started running around like it wasn't, like, a thing.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Okay.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Okay, Volition. Whatever you say.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Thanks, Volition. Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Why? That was Japanese. Have you experienced this?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Can we talk about the man who was killed?
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
Alright, can you just turn it down a bit?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Is that Spanish?
Looking for a deal with my mattress.
The return of Speed Freaks. This is incredible sound design.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
How'd you know we were coming? Fuck it, let's go.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
What are you doing?
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
I don't like those odds. I don't like those odds.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know.
Maybe I can still talk her out of it?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Please just walk away?
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
I guess I should have asked her if... I thought we'd have an opportunity to talk, like, after breaking the machine. So I wish I'd been able to do that, but it feels like it's too obvious. Like, the first suspect that, like, everything points to is usually not the right one.
Her tent. We should check it out.
I will take money. Porridge with bananas? That's helpful.
The plain red tent stands by.
It does, actually! I'm sitting here like, yeah, I could mess with that.
It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out.
Let's have a look.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Look at the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
You know, it's hard for me to... I completely forgot at one point that this was the lady lorry driver that we were talking about with Tommy earlier.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Let's take the notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Let's read it, like, right now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
I don't know what we're going to get from the cover, but...
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name. Schneller.
The thing is, I'm not built for rhetoric. I'm built for pain tolerance. And, we got fucking lucky as hell on the rhetoric check.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the handwriting?
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Flip through.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
All right, let's run it. What kind of
Hard
logistics?
to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipsis, she was going through a tough time.
Shoutouts to Ellipsis. How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year.
That's not
It
very
reads
long.
Simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Lily died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
I mean, I have some thoughts. Look at the cover again.
The thick journal, bound in brown leather, is full of candor and diagrams.
Most recent entry.
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, "Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning."
I just don't think she killed a mercenary. It's mostly a gut feeling, though, since we let her walk out without hearing her side of the story.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good we didn't catch her.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does.
Who do you think did it?
Claudia was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself.
That was the first thing that I thought, but continue.
Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Sick. I think the communist book club is probably going to have to wait. But also,
Detective Cousteau.
That's my name.
Monsieur Cousteau, the reward for coming up with your classy new name has arrived. What are the attributes Detective Cousteau should gain in? Obviously, savoir-faire and esprit de corps. You know exactly what they do and what those words mean. They're refined, like you. You have a ton of that fancy stuff. And if the world can't accept Raphael Ambrosius is your name, you will always be Detective Cousteau to yourself. R.A. Cousteau. Sophisticated culture detective. Specializes in ancient things and art.
This one sounds fancy. Let's have this. Yup, fancy. Let's have this one too. Amazing. Especially considering it only took like 2 hours to internalize. I spent 1 skill point on 2 skill points. That's a win in my book. I know what esprit de corps means. Savoir-faire, I'm a little hazy on that one. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, we could probably not walk around with the gun now. Let's go back to my... Let's keep it classic. Let's go pry bar and tear bag. Hobo cop one last time. We're at the church, though. Oh, it's not gonna let me fast travel because it wants me to walk back. I understand, game. I understand. This is not the direction to get to either of these things. Maybe I shouldn't have put the gun away. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have put the gun away. Actually. Now, I'd rather not be, like, carrying it around in my hand. But I suppose we don't exactly have a holster now, do we?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Like many other things we've obtained, Ellipsis, the ledger actually reduces authority. But increases, I want to say, esprit de corps and another purple check, I forget which. I guess I can look at it, because now it's going to bother me. Inland Empire. And empathy. -2 to authority. I did get a hat, though. The hat was nice.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Is this a place that I should try to... Is this a door I should save scum until it opens? Or would that be bad? Ah, hell, this isn't the right spot either. Honestly, that's enough of an answer. I was leaning away from doing it in the first place. If I'm getting coy smiley faces about it, that means there's I don't know. I don't know what it means, but it suggests to me that there is reason to just let it play out. I also have gotten, like, no bonuses or checks to it whatsoever, so... It feels like with a nigh impossible interfacing challenge like that, it would... Oh, it's over here. Weird skyboxing happening here, or whatever that is. Yeah, I really just never internalized the structure of this area. Like, at all. Oh. Okay. Real glad I turned around to make sure I can buy some nylon and ozone
Stop.
or smell
Just
some.
up ahead. Danger.
Okay.
You are prepared. Don't put away your friend, your weapon.
I did for a minute, but then I was like, but what if maybe danger, though?
The barrels of your Villier's 9mm pistol shine threateningly in the cold spring light.
Kim, there's danger.
Yes, I hear commotion. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Good. Be ready to take damage.
I am now ready to take damage.
I'm all out of shits to give, Loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Oh boy. Right to work.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Who is the person on the left? What is this?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, Loincloth shit fuck.
Those are some words.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
He's dangerous.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
I mean, aside from the murder's pretty irreversible, but aside from that...
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
Well, we haven't seen her before. Also, is Kipt the N-word? I have long said that if it is it weird that I just said it? I've said several times that this game is really good at creating, like, slurs and hate speech that feel like slurs and hate speech without being, like, actually the words that exist in English for those things. But also, it makes it unclear as to, like, which group they are referring to and why. But this is the first one I've seen it, like, directed at a specific person that is there.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
I feel like she's about to be made an example of. Oh yeah, no, like, for sure, and that's honestly, like, that is honestly a way that I am more accustomed to hearing those slurs, is when someone actually uses them angrily at someone. But in this game, they've mostly been, like, theoretical, where they're just referring to, like, you know, that group of people causing this vague problem. And I've heard that one several times and had no idea what it referred to and didn't really want to speculate, because then I'm just, like, trying to break down the etymology of the word and, like, racially stereotyping different groups to think of which one it sounds the most like, and I didn't want to do that.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
Oh, that's who the guy is over there. Okay.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
Me and my flashlight are very stealthy.
This third one, He is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed.
This sounds like a way to die. It also looks like the only actual option to de-escalate things. We're out of time.
The Mercenary Tribunal.
It's the Mercenary Tribunal. The big one is the Mercenary at the gates, the Scab Leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Why?
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
Well, that's why. What do you think we should do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
All right.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time.
The top player is here.
Pig, fuck!
Okay. I can see you're drunk. No, you know what? Man, standing there with your arms crossed is a real power move, but right now I think we need to keep people talking.
Ah, yeah. Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
That's... yeah.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. Yes, yes. Just shoot him. I'm barely keeping you together here. No time to talk. He will only rattle you.
Composure and hand-eye are both telling me to shoot him without speaking. It also says no time to talk, which seems like it's saying, hey, maybe don't bother with all of this dialogue. It's only going to make things worse. 58% is the best it's gonna get. Oh god, I'm bad at all of these! Stand there quietly and hope nothing bad happens. Yeah!
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible.
Wait, why did I do that?
His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Where's Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude.
We got this. We got this. We got this.
You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
I cannot be killed. I have become immortal!
The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out. To your left. DePaul is about to take a shot too, at Kim.
God, please.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
It definitely looks like Kim hit the rifleman. Hardy?
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
Stare him down. Because we're not dodging it. Tank it.
The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death.
I mean...
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop!
Oh, this isn't gonna end well for you.
Cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Warm blood pools underneath you. It's sticky, and there's so much of it. Don't go into shock. Hold on.
What parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh, fuck me.
You can also feel the bone where the bullet went in. Something very sharp, like broken teeth under your fingers.
What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them, like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
There's a white shadow that smells like apricots, and it's always there.
Stay with me.
It said I had a vast soul. Do I have a vast soul?
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And the cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Scream immediately. he's gonna die.
Oh man, oh man, oh man!
Shoot. Dead. You hear your bloody lips mumble. You try to give him your gun so he'd understand. But he does not. He doesn't look into your eyes and see the fear there. He just shakes his head, still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot, velvety smooth. A red circle has appeared on the lieutenant's jacket. It's growing fast. Like a pillow, he falls on you, cold nylon and blood slumped on you as the lights go out. All the lights. The last thing you hear is the sound of his spectacles landing on the pavement next to you.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No Kim, though!
Kim, there is no Kim. There is no fight. It's over. It was.
Have mercy on yourself. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world. You're thirsty. Reach for the glass of water by the bed. The world is still there. Sleep some more.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
You see Kuno's familiar shape
What?
in the found pants. It turns double, then triple from the pain. He says,
Coinslot's dead?
Three. Three.
Just kidding, Pico. The boo-boo wagon took the Beano cloud away. He's probably gonna live.
You stupid child! What? It's bread. Fuck you.
To the hospital, fucktard. Try to keep up with Kuno.
Thank God. Okay, he's alive.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for
They
that.
say you shot that fucker in the face. That's fucking cool to Kuno. So I thought I'd stick around.
I need to get my bearings.
Sure, Kuno's gonna help you with that. Kuno's in a given mood right now.
Hold the fuck. Is this the whirling? Is this my room? Did you clean my room?
Baby Beard was in here. Was probably a bitch to clean this shit up.
Baby Beard. That can only be Gart, the cafeteria manager.
He's not going to know that his name is Gart.
Yeah, fucking Baby Beard. Cleaned all your shit up. He's like your fucking mum now or something.
What happened?
You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too.
How bad is it?
How would Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking doctor.
That's actually fair.
Pretty fucking bad, Kuno thinks. But you're one lucky pig. The doc took the bullet out and said you'll live.
Can I walk?
Are your legs attached to Kuno? Can the Kuno move your legs? The fuck should I know?
With considerable pain and a stitch tearing every now and then, you should be able to do it.
Are you hurt?
Why, in the name of fuck, would Kuno be hurt?
Because there were a lot of bullets flying and you were like, you spent all of your time like 20 feet away from where it happened.
Kuno's fucking smart. Kuno wasn't in that fuck pile. Kuno knows when shit goes south, unlike you.
Fair. You know who treated me?
Kuno did?
Fuck you.
He didn't.
Thanks, Kuno. You're a lifesaver.
It's cool. Just remember, Kuno doesn't save shit for free.
Anyway, you said there was a doctor.
Yeah, some cunt from your station came over and knife fucked you when you were sleeping. Nick's Fuckleave, I think he was called. Said he was a doctor.
I don't
then
think
fucked
that's
off
right.
And told me to phone him if you shit yourself.
Nix Gottlieb, station medic, throws a bag containing a small bullet into the medical waste disposer. Then he pops some caramel candy into his mouth and says, "Next." There's a line behind his door. We're detecting Druamine in your bloodstream. It's a potent morphine-based painkiller. The good doctor must have given you some. It's gonna suck when it wears off.
Well, you just answered this, but has anyone from my station been here to see me?
You keep asking all this weird shit from Kuno that the Kuno has no way of knowing about.
I hate that Kuno makes sense right now. Slowly get up. Move over here. This is gonna suck.
Go easy, pig.
Oh.
You want to lean on the Kuno or something?
Apparently it's fine.
You can take it. Just don't lean on the old leg too heavily.
Thanks, pain threshold.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over.
So, how is it?
My disco days are done.
Yeah, you got lucky there, pig. Maybe now Kuno can show you what real, brutal, hard music is.
Still, you see something akin to respect in his eyes.
This is what happens when we get him away from Kuno S.
Yeah, that kid's taken a beating, or 10, from his dad. He has regard for a man who can walk after taking some damage.
How long was I out?
2 days? Kuno's been out longer sleeping off the speed train. 2 days is nothing. 2 days is nothing to the Kuno.
So what happened?
You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too.
How bad?
How would Kuno know? Kuno's not pretty fucking bad, Kuno thinks.
Oh.
Your legs are...
With considerable pain.
How is this all...
Stitch tearing every
Oh,
now
this
and
is
then.
weird. That's
You
a
should be
weird
able to do
loop.
it.
Yeah, let's get up again.
Go easy, pig.
You can your back.
So, how is it?
Shit's very bad, Kuno.
Kuno's got zero patience for this weepy shit. Kuno's been through way worse than this.
Still, yeah, that kid's taken a beating.
All right,
Or
yeah.
from
What
his
happened to
dad.
the others?
Some of those Union goons got fucked. Now the whole harbor is in lockdown. Even Kuno can't get in there.
Everard probably used this armed altercation as an excuse to completely barricade himself in the harbor and cut off all communications with the outside world.
You know if Titus is all right.
The big fucko. Yeah, he's drinking downstairs. Kuno's not into that.
The blonde next door?
She's gone, pig. Kuno saw her take off before you started all that violent shit. Had a suitcase and shit.
Doesn't sound like she's planning to come back.
She escaped?
What? You don't believe the Kuno? You don't believe the Kuno knows this shit? Fuck you. Kuno keeps tabs. Bitch is out of town.
Who would have thought? Perhaps you should have arrested her.
Probably. Whole harbor is in lockdown?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. No one goes in or out. Shit's paranoid now.
Thanks for telling me.
No problem. Kuno shares the info.
What do you think I should do now, Kuno?
The fuck you asking Kuno for? How would Kuno know? Kuno's fucking 12.
The self-awareness is so good! I don't know either.
Tough shit, pig. All Kuno knows is the harbor is in lockdown. Town's fucked now. Half the Hardy bitches are dead, and even your company bitch left.
He's really been keeping tabs on you, the Hardys, even the company rep.
Kuno thinks you're fucked, but I can help you. What you got? Bounce that shit off Kuno.
Again, something in him is shifting, changing. Let's do this tango, Pig, he thinks. Detective Pig and Detective Kun on the case. We bouncing.
Oh.
Kun and Pig, and you're picking him up on your cop frequency too. This is bad.
Fucking Maybells. Kuno the flowers.
Yeah, what? What bells?
This flower.
Fuck, pig. Kuno doesn't know about this flower shit. Kuno's not feeling it.
Alright. There's a hole in Classia's wall. Someone's checking her out, peeping.
Huh? That could have been there for years. Kuno thinks it's a dead end.
The fuck, Kuno?
You want Kuno to be a yes man? Or you want me to tell it like it is? Walls are full of holes here, pig. Even Kuno knows that.
There is no telling when it was made. He had a point there.
I can't believe Kuno is running logical circles around me right now. There's some footprints in the dust in the room behind Classia's.
There are fucking footprints everywhere, pig. Pigs are too into this footprint shit. Kuno just saw footprints outside on the sidewalk.
Yeah, there's people walk on the sidewalk. People don't walk typically in abandoned rooms with 3 inches of dust on the floor. There's a 28% possibility the victim was shot from a distance.
Yeah, that sounds real to Kuno. Forensic shit, true crime shit. Let's check out some crime scenes and assess shit. Pig style. Anything else?
Communism.
Is that like a fucking street name or something? It's pretty cool to Kuno.
It's the coolest.
Come on, pig. Thoughts didn't kill Kuno's gimp. It was a person. Even Kuno can figure this shit out.
You're right. Thanks for the help.
Shit ain't nothing to Kuno. What now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna keep doing stuff.
Will, pig. You ready to walk, Will Pig?
I'm ready.
So, listen, Pig. Kuno's been thinking about shit and, Kuno's coming with you. Help you wrap this shit up, final style.
Why?
This scene is dead. Kuno's out of here. Might as well be a pig. Big up fucky fingers on me way out.
Hey, I did that once.
Say what you will, but this kid's hard shit. He might actually make a good cop one day. Drug asset detected.
No!
Kid would make a half-decent sharpshooter, no?
Not at 12.
Look at him. Life hasn't been easy on him. You want to drag him along and put him through more shit? Your shit? He is streetwise, knows the neighborhood, knows the people. He could be useful.
He's 12.
This is a 12-year-old kid.
Thank you.
You can't seriously be considering taking him along. What's going to happen to him?
Nothing good. Look what the fuck happened to my last partner. Saddle up, Kuno.
Accepted the Kuno like a motherfucker. What are we gonna do now?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, debrief Kuno. Let Kuno know the plan.
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut, plucked like a string by the gust.
We should check the ladies' room.
That's Klage, right? Bitch next door. Kuno's thinking the same thing. Let's rock it, Pigman.
And by that, I mean the room that belonged to the lady, not the women's restroom. Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
The fan stands still.
Pretty much what I expected.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
Look, it's Lieutenant Kitaragi's notes.
The child. Dom's unfinished. Dom's unfinished too. The man with the hole in his head. Boring ass shit.
That doesn't sound boring to me.
Ah, motorcycle emptiness. That's a cool case. Kuno can solve that shit for the Beano.
Hey, don't call him that.
No one tells Kuno what to call something. But the Beano was alright in Kuno's book. Kuno's pig.
Was he written on this case?
Very little. This is a daily write-up. He's just started copying notes from his notebook, preparing them for filing. The case appears to be named, however.
Didn't we name it the Hanged Man?
KK57 0803 0815. The Furies are at home in the mirror.
That... He's...
28 kilometers to the northeast, in the infirmary of Precinct 57, Lieutenant Kim Pinball Kitsuragi rests under a heart monitor. A triage sign, colored yellow, hangs from his injury record. Safe, it means. He coughs, propped up against the pillow. "Why are you here?" asks the man as the cough fit resides. His eyes are black and moist. "To inquire about the Lieutenant E. Freighter, sir. I am his partner," says Satellite Officer Jean Vicmer, standing in the doorway. "Then why are you wasting time here?" coughs Kim. "He's out there, in Martinez, unsupervised, without cover. You need to get there. His cough gets the best of him. He grabs a glass.
Unsupervised.
On his right-hand side, a little blue notebook, open at case notes. He went with the Furies. Perhaps the internal strife it implies was not so off after all. Or perhaps to honor your wishes, or for some other reason. Hard to say. This year, you can see references to The Child, Dom's Unfinished, Dom's Unfinished 2, Motorcycle Emptiness, and The Man with the Hole in His Head.
Anything more?
Half a dozen stolen property cases, titled Crossword Puzzles 2 to 2000.
Huh. All right. Well, we didn't die, and neither did Kim, and now we've teamed up with the Kuno, and we're... I mean, we're... We're in something.